those members that might otherwise be dashing around a little.
Also just be a strong tank. You now have someone that can stop the rel going in as easily for the engage, because that can work.
Funny that even with the disruption, the Zyra is still wicked fast, and Ruler needs to be afraid, gets hit by the root, and the impact's still in there, he's dead to rights.
JDG, what the hell has happened here? Their whole early game plan was slow down the Zyra, make sure they can't...
was very well known. They knew exactly what was going on, and I get that you thought you might have a second or two more, but in a top lane, Sheer is desperately low. ZDZ can't quite get the last kill. The grass proc is enough. Kanavi should pick this one up. Sheer gets away with it with a little assistance from the jungler.
Sheer, so much healing coming through, and it does mean that Kanavi will be able to bail. They get ahead in dragons. If they get ahead in gold, maybe that won't matter.
Be the aim of the game. Note there that Doctum did burn the flash on that attempted kill onto Ruler, who got away with it, as we said, but still, it's an additional better than some AD carries without the flash.
He's even got himself that phage as well to make sure he can keep getting that move speed when he runs these things down. Didn't go for that Sheen first off, missing, going into the top river. FPX, I don't really think they're in a position to contest right now. Yagao gets himself the bomb onto Care, trading well.
That's the Stranglethorns from Milky Way. Was expecting Missing to go on forward, so there's no Care in danger. Buster shot is not enough, and now Yagao actually in a scary spot. Karthus comes down, Care is likely to fall to that, and does so.
The Buster shot wasn't enough for Hay. He's got a Karthus over his shoulder. Kanavi, we've...
Safe for now. Docdown playing with Ruler in the mid lane to claim control of the... Wait, big chunk onto Kanavi.
Yeah, so Yagao went for a reset. I think he got his first item, but he's not going to be here. You don't have Tristana here, but here comes Sheer.
Go looking for the flank. Cares in danger. They didn't know. Ingo's Braum gets a double shot with a W. Damage with the Stranglethorns, though, is absolutely foul. Milky Way takes him to town. It's a 1-for-1 right now, but the damage onto the side of Sheer and Kanavi is huge.
Kanavi still has his ult, but he's not really in a safe position to play. Tristana here. That's going to be a big problem. FPX, they have the range advantage. The longer this goes on, the better it is for FunPlus Phoenix.
Stranglethorn's back up and available. This could prove a little bit difficult, especially with some of the chunks that have already come on through.
Missing has ult, has flash. Can he be the difference maker?
Hello, engaged from Missing. Does only really get onto the Braum. He's got the door up already. Stranglethorns comes on down. Missing in danger. Stand behind Braum. He's keeping alive. Now his Sheer has gone exceptionally deep. But now the Spartans can get called. It's a 1-for-1 right now. Shield from Doctam stays alive. Life also just about alive, but no, the burn! And a final shot. JDG find 3.
It is Hellfire. It is Blackfire burning him down with the extra haunting guy is helping out with the damage. Kanavi 4-0-1. I've criticized this Karthus before, but he's really impacting these fights now with so much gold. It could just be another Karthus experience. I think we're seeing some of the best in regards to that, but they just can't quite find that at the right kind of timing. What can FPX do? It really feels like it's so much on Milky Way. Maybe Life getting himself a big play. Ruler pulls the ult in mid lane to make sure the FPX can't respond in mid. Bot lane falls. JDG Leona Nautilus or something like that. FPX kind of just getting pushed in across the board.
True shot barrage goes a little wide. Actually, Doctor needs to be a bit afraid of the wall of pain. Back away safely for now. Away from people jumping in. You can do that, but your ability to pull the trigger yourself, a little more limited, it has to be said.
So, JDG losing themselves out the side lane turrets, but that's fine. They already got themselves... Right. We're going to make sure that you can't get anything out of that. You're going to get the dragon now taken down. Kanavi rushing this down. Can they get it in time? Milky Way should be in steal range.
He is. Flash on forward. Life gets a glacial vision. The teleport's now flying as well. Milky Way still with the Stranglehold. Ruler looking for an angle here for the ultimate. Going to try and take the dragon as they can, but the magnet storm is monstrous. Dragon secured, but the Bears are just dead to rights. A double kill for Yagao.
At what time is it? It's Baron time. 5 seconds until the Baron spawns. JDG will take it on spawn. Sure, they lose the bad dragon. Who gives a damn? The 3 members dead for FPX. Mid lane turret falling. Baron falling. JDG get themselves the big fight they wanted. Huge wombo combo. Huge win.
That was a bit rough, I think it's fair to say. Ruler ults from one. Ruler can attack from one side. Kanavi gets to press Ara, missing with a glorious magnet storm off 3.
So JDG get 5 Baron. You see that FPX knew they weren't a dragon early because they pushed top lane, because they then teleport. It just means the setup is all wrong for them, and they don't have just easy engage to paper over the cracks there. JDG gonna have to be defending against a full map of Baron buffs. Typically, you only see 2 lanes pushed with the Baron. We're seeing that right now. I think JDG could do whatever the hell they want, though, because they have so good engage. It's another gold farming ultimate. Yes, you have the locket to block off some of that, but Kanavi's very, very happy to just put out as much poke as he possibly can, just keeping that on cooldown.
And the siege continues. Ruler throwing out Deadly Flourish after Deadly Flourish. The Stranglethorns is minimal. Gets a flash out of Ruler, which is valuable, don't get me wrong. Doesn't do much more than clear the wave and get a summoner.
Yeah, flash out of Ruler, sequel to Bat out of Hell. Sadly, not quite as dramatic in this case. They don't land themselves the big engage, and FPX, their lack of engage is really coming to the fore yet again. Flash away from Dark Damage. He's trying to wave clear under turret.
Does manage to get a chunk onto Sheer, but that's about it. And the siege into both of these lanes is pretty good. Life goes on forwards with ZDZ, but there's just nothing to be done. The engage is so limited. Missing goes forwards, gets a Magnus Orb, is actually in a dangerous position. Needs to be a bit afraid, but the damage is going to lead to a 1-for-1. But look at the curtains being called. Shot 1 misses, but shot 2 isn't. Shot 4 so alive to everyone just about there. It's a 1-for-1 in the end, but the towers still fall.
Yeah, you don't have any HP as FPX. And again, they try and look for these really awkward engages. If you're looking for a Poppy pop-up to try and get the engage, you probably run out of options. They don't have the damage, they don't have the engage, and JDG make sure they don't have the HP bars after that point. Yes, missing falls, but at what cost to FPX? Ruler now caught out.
Teleport behind, that's pretty good. Remember, he doesn't have the flash, that's actually a pretty important shutdown there. They get something, but the inhibitor turret still...
will be able to get an objective bounty, and they'll be able to get towards the dragon first, which we did say really hampered them at the last time that objective spawned. Can they get towards that terrain? Set up over the terrain. Dragon goes over. FPX no closer to finding around that. I guess it means that FPX can stall the game a little longer, but what are they realistically stalling it for? That's my big problem. If you don't get yourself towards a soul point here, they're playing smoke and mirrors. It's hard to think they can fight their way back in.
An ult from Karthus, interestingly. Gets a chunk, but the tower is still likely to fall here. The Malignance proc actually clears out the minion wave, but that means the teleport is not going to be completed because it falls in time. Ruler not going to get the Deadly Flourish. Sheer prevented from stepping on forwards thanks to the steadfast presence.
Oh yeah, so FPX get
a little split here, but again the option to engage just limited.
Exactly. Normally in this kind of situation, the owner jumps it. You can't do that with the Braum. Bit of a slow coming through. One minion has survived through to mid lane. Can they protect this and push through mid? There's actually a chance. They're drawing back just a little bit now. The poke coming through from the Zyra, still quite potent.
Gau's going for the inhibitor, jumped over the wall. The turnaround damage is pretty huge. There's a big stun to ZDZ, cause some damage back.
Yugao might just die here. Sheer might have to teleport to him. Yeah. What are they going to do? Flash forward for the Braum passive.
They're going to get the Karthus ultimate out. The bust shot is good, and that will actually deny anything as Care is in a really weird spot himself.
Oh man, I would have thought that 2v1 would have sealed it, because now you've committed too many people to bot side. You might be losing your own mid laner. JDG, they outplay it.
Can't really think about flashing here. The crash down comes afterwards, and Care falls.
So, FPX, they try and commit towards Yugao. You'd think that the Ezreal Brawl would be able to kill the Tristana, but Yugao outplays, and the recall comes through in time. Sheer.
3-level advantage in jungle right now. So that's a level 16 Karthus versus only 13 on the Zyra, who's struggling.
Flash
to keep
steal.
in the game. Could think about flash stealing. Can look to go on again. It was 100 HP early. ZDZ's at the back of the bay, will likely fall, but the Baron is stolen.
It's stolen, but at what cost? 3 dead on the side of FPX. JDG, you're gonna be able to push for an in.
Gonna be the easiest to break through all the wave clear here. Life will need to do a lot of work as a bodyguard, though.
Yeah, the super minions are still here, and even if they can clear them, it's really hard to sit there and defend your turrets at the same time. Another Locket shield, but it's so hard to defend your turrets.
Curtain Call is summoned, prevents easy stationary targets under their Nexus turrets. Now they're in danger. Second one has fallen. JDG onto the Nexus itself. The respawn's coming on through, though. Sheer gets off the Stranglethorn, gets a huge Q3. Care flashes away this time. All out from Sheer. They lose missing. The Nexus is bare, but the fight afterwards is difficult. Life steps on forwards and keeps Dockdam alive.
So, Nexus bare, and FPX somehow don't lose any. Very, very scared. They put double pink wards into their base to make sure there is no backdoor flank opportunity. Yeah. So JDG take the dragon on soul point. The game being saved or not. Of course, it can potentially stop Life's heal saving him too. JDG, they're walking up In's force again. There's a void. I mean, Kanavi's items are just so disgusting. He presses ult and then even through the lock. Ruler looking forward to try and get rid of that Bloodthirster shield. Of course, with the rapid fire cannon autos with that 4th shot, so deadly. Looking towards the big ult now. Can they defend their HP bar and the Nexus?
Curtains Call, Dockdam down low. Flashed away, still has a barrier. Damage back is pretty good here from the side of FPX. Missing finally goes on in. They lose the Poppy, but Missing falls in turn. In goes Yugao to the backside for the double buster shot. Can't quite secure the kill. Milky Way finally falls as the 4th shot comes on down. Yes, the Karthus is dead, but the damage is done. JDG pull the trigger, and the curtains are called on this series. They will win 2-1.
FPX do one better than their group stage performance versus JDG. They take a game off of them, but they